Alright, Shalom, Yeshua, first and foremost, I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh Shai, Shem, Harakakadesh, Brakatham, the Ba'an, Shah, Apostle, has a great message on well, peace to say, taste so full like a Rizzo, Shalom. Alright, it's your brother Karat doing, coming at you live, coming at you with another edification. Mark of the Beast, the MOTB, Revelation 13. That's what we're gonna go into, and we're gonna go into things that's related to this lesson too, which is why I'm on a website called Investopedia, top economic factors that depreciate the U.S. dollar. So you got these different countries that's dropping the U.S. dollar, mainly Russia. They dropping the U.S. dollar, and yet other countries are gonna do the same thing, drop the U.S. dollar. So, and you ought to know, like if you're in this truth, you ought to know that the U.S. dollar, it doesn't have any value to it. It's just a piece of paper, and they print the money too. The U.S. Treasury, they print the money, same thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's in a lot of debt too. So I'm gonna show you the debt clock. I'm gonna show you the website where it shows you how much debt that the U.S. is in. You know, the U.S. is the biggest. It's the only country that's in the biggest debt right now. So, because it's the number one consuming country, it consumes anything foreign, such as cars, jewelries, clothes, all the other foreign stuff that these celebrities and other rich people be buying off from different countries. So let's get into the edification. So you got inflation. Inflation is a pace of rising prices in an economy. There is an inverse relationship between U.S. inflation rate versus its trading partners and currency depreciation. So depreciation, so they're not being appreciated. So like it's being seen as useless or has no value or appreciation. Either like either they see something special with this currency or they don't see something special with this currency. Relatively speaking, higher inflation depreciates currency because inflation means that the cost of the goods and services are rising. Those goods then cost more for other nations to purchase. Rising prices can decrease demand. Conversely, imported goods become more attractive to to consumers, Salaki, and the higher inflation countries purchase. So like in different countries, every country has a different currency. They have a different economy. It has a different. It has different currency, and but in economy, it all means the same thing. Either you gonna when you buy some goods, it depends. Like say for instance, like in the you try to buy a land, or you try to buy some food in Jamaica, it costs like a certain amount of Jamaican dollars, or in Japan, or in euros. But like when you're born in America, you're gonna learn your own. You're gonna learn You're gonna learn everything about America. You know, yeah, you might learn some like slightly difference within the other countries, but mainly like when you're born in America, you're gonna learn more about America, the history, the laws, mainly the currency. That's the main point. That's the point I'm trying to relate to this topic of this video. But right now, there's been news going on about inflation where the countries are dropping the U.S. dollars, and brothers been doing videos, putting up the posts on social media saying that when the dollar drop, the MOTB is gonna be mandatory. Well, I remember someone said that basically that's is people make it as a prediction. You know, they make it where it's like bring up Simpsons, an episode of Simpsons, or like any reference that makes it where it's a prediction. But mainly, it's how the system was set up. It's how the system was set up before it was established. You know, it's a process. It's a step of initiating that NWO, the New World Order. So the falling export prices. When prices for a key export product fall, currency can depreciate. For example, the Canadian dollar, known as a loonie, weakens the oil prices because oil is a major export product for Canada. So when you buy another example, back in World War II, back in the 1940s, when World War II was happening, there used to be a rationalization, you know what I'm saying? Like people in America, they had to rationalize, they had to get a certain amount of food, certain amount of supplies, and get a certain amount of gas, because U.S. was helping the Allies to fight against the Nazis, Slovakia. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden, U.S. is now the Ukraine is battling against the Russia, and U.S. is trying to aid Ukrainian, but they just people said that if the war was going into war, then the president has to stay in the office to find a solution until they could avoid war, or trying to resolve the solution, trying to find a solution to resolve the war in general. You know what I'm saying? Which is going back to rationalizing food, supplies, and oil, which is hence why and it's all being controlled by the elites. Okay, they got control of the majority of control of the world, the whole earth, because the scripture says that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, who are the wicked, the so-called Edomites, so-called white people, the elites, the international banquet families, the Rothschilds. So, and there's some other elites too, but yeah, there's numerous of elites family that owns the banking system in the whole earth. So hence why I did edification, which was 5 days ago, which is under nation under God, gold, oil, and drug. Those three things makes up where Esau calls himself a god, because he has control of the earth and he's trying to control the whole world. So let's go to news break. Wall Street ends down on fears inflation will force tougher Fed tightening. So on May 6th, Reuters, Wall Street's main indexes, extended losses on Friday as investors worry that the Federal Reserve will need to be more aggressive than expected in raising interest rates to combat inflation. So the prices had to go up to battle against the inflation. You know what I'm saying? Inflation. Let's type up the word inflation. Let's type up the definition of inflation right here. Oh yeah, Caleb Samuel passed away. I'm gonna do a notification on that, Lord willingly, in the next video. Inflation. Inflation. The action of inflating something or the condition of being inflated. So like they had an example right here, the inflation of a balloon. So like when the hole is not being tight, it's not being tightened on the balloon, the air is gonna run out. The balloon's gonna run out of air, and that's when that's where you get that example of the inflation of the balloon, where it runs out. You know what I'm saying? Economic. A general increase in prices and the fall in the purchasing value of money. policies aimed at controlling inflation. So, like I said, controlling, increasing the prices on the goodies from different countries all around the world, but they're running out of money. They're running out of resources to make more money, so they can keep on purchasing the goods. Again, like I said, it's not a prediction per se. It's how the system was set up. Basically, the Lord planned this. He planned the whole thing. You know, he put the left hand spear on the elites to set up this system. You know, it's a setup. It's a process of the new world order. You know, Esau's new world order. And what I realize is Yahweh is going to establish their righteous new world order too on the earth. Mainly, that's going to happen. Okay, that's the only thing that's going to happen. It has to happen in order to save Earth, and mainly the Lord's people, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. But let's go back to the article. And it just shows, and oil is up again. Like I'm in California, the oil prices are going up like $5 to $6 a gallon. You know, if we were to stay in Babylon for the next year, between 1 to 4 years later, the gas prices will probably be at $8 or $10. You know. And it's going to get worse and worse, you know what I mean? So, but Lord willing, we don't stay there that long, that we get up out of here before the year 2024. We get up out of here real soon, because there's no telling when will Jacob's trouble happen, you know? So, let's go to precept. I'm going to keep bringing this up, you know, Revelation 13. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, which is the Neo-EU, you know. And upon his head was the name of blasphemy, trying to act like the Most High and the saints. The beast which I saw was like unto a leper, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth was as the mouth of a lion. As the dragon gave him his power and his seat, the great authority, you know, with the Esau, one totalitarian government, one world government. And I saw one of his head as it were wounded to death, and his daily wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. They gave worship, and they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth, speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. He opened his mouth in blasphemy against the Most High God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. So, you know, the elites had control of social media, not just the world, but social media, to make worldly people that dwell on earth, on today's earth, thinking that the Israelites are crazy. The people that dwell in the name of Yahweh are the crazy people. You know what I'm saying? And trying to say negative things about them, you know. Trying to expose them as they were an evil person, trying to make the world be destroyed. No, the purpose of us dwelling in the name of Yahweh to those others that dwell in the name too, is to have Yahweh heal the earth. You know what I'm saying? But the scripture says, basically roughly paraphrasing, where it happens to Yahweh is going to happen to the hopeful elect. What's going to happen to the world? And it was given unto him to make war with the saints, which is the elect, to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. and all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose name are not written in the book of the life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Who led us into captivity was Esau. He led the Israelites into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. He kills with guns. He uses anything that kills us, which is we're going to do the same thing to Esau, mainly Esau, to some other nations, but mainly Esau in the kingdom of Yahweh Shah. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, which is already elect, 144,000. Here, let's go to the saints. This is Greek.
Strong's G40, Hagios. Hagios.
Hagios. Hagios.
Strong's G 4102, Pistis. Pistis.
Pistis, yeah. The Wadi Yahweh Shah. I accidentally hit the other button, but Pistis. Pistis. This is in Greek text. Hagios. Hagios. Okay? So let's go back. And I beheld another beast coming up out of earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercises all power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. So meaning like wound is healed. So like if you're gonna try and fight against the totalitarian government and the elites with his own blessings, it's not gonna work. You got these stupid ass Sicardi ass niggas, Sicari ass niggas using guns. I know for a fact that they had to be paid agents to make us look like we're terrorists. I know that for a fact. Man. Because I don't trust any other niggas but GMS. Okay? I don't trust any other nigga like camps but GMS, Great Millstone. And doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beasts, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they shall make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And the image of the beast shall both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So, which means if you don't take the RFID chip, which is the microchip, that's the MOTB, like we keep saying over and over to warn people that knows that they want to get right, we tell them don't take the MOTB, and we tell them again the scriptures and learn their history and get right with the Lord. We just keep the statute, laws, commandments, 613 statute, laws, commandments, and the high holy days, and praising them all day, every day. Okay, be teachable and go teach. But then again, I'm getting into it. Hold on. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So those are the example. I mean, right here, forehead, but you get the chip anywhere in part of your body. You take that chip, you're pretty much a dead man. You're going to get judged. You're marked for death. and that no man mighty buy or sell, save that he had he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600 score and 66. Hold on. But I was trying to get a precept where it says he was beheaded, and basically people that denied getting the getting the MOTB has been beheaded. That's the precept I was trying to get. Hold on. Revelation 20:4, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of Yahweh, our power, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, or neither had received his mark upon their forehead or in their hands. They live and reign with Hamashiach 1,000 years. So there you go, right there. So it's how the system was set up, by the Lord. Because remember, the Lord Yahweh, He's in control of everything. He's in control of everything. So we gotta return to the Lord. We gotta keep the statutes, laws, commandments. We gotta be teachable. We gotta teach. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make smart moves, okay? So using guns is not gonna save you from judgment, okay? This Bible, this book, this word, this truth is gonna save you from judgment. It's gonna get you exalted from your judgment. Lord willingly, we part of the elect. 144,000. So with that, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Shot by Shema Kakadach Bakatham, double honors apostle as great millstone well. Peace of say, taste so full like a river. Shalom.